All right, we are going to look at our last section in chapter 6. So we're looking at phase shifts. So as I said before, this is where we're shifting something to the left or we're shifting something to the right. So it's not something that's totally new because we've been doing that with several other functions. And the nice thing is that the processes that we use for those functions are still going to apply to the trig functions. Okay, so we're going to hit sine and cosine first and see how those go, and then we'll hit the rest of them in a little bit. Okay, so the equations have changed a little bit. They still have the a, they still have the b, but now you're adding or subtracting something inside the angle. So that's how you're going to know that you've got something shifting in one direction or the other. So the amplitude, same thing, absolute value of a. The period, 2 pi over the absolute value of b. So to determine a phase shift, you're going to set the angle equal to 0. Just kind of like how you did before for like parabolas or absolute value or those square roots. You took the inside and set it equal to 0. So in our case, the inside is the angle. So set the angle equal to 0 and then solve for x. If your answer is positive, the graph will shift to the right. And if your answer is negative, the graph will shift to the left. So just like it did before, positive solutions make it go right, negative solutions make it go left. Okay, so same thing as before, just graph the one period, label the amplitude and any intercepts. All right, so for part A, our amplitude is 1. And then the period, 2 pi divided by the b, and the b is still the coefficient in front of x. So in this case, it's a 1. So the period is 2 pi. So now your phase shift, and I'll write this one out just so we can all see it, but you're going to take your angle and set it equal to 0 and then solve for x. So a lot of these you can do right in your head. It's typically how I'm going to do it from now on. But if any case, if you can't solve it in your head, just write it down just like this and then solve it for x. That usually fixes it.